Love this story. Canadian designer Nina Kharey got the world's attention in 2019 when Meghan Markle stepped out in her Noni, you remember that? Sleeveless trench dress, gorgeous. Now she has everybody's attention on her newest brand, Folds, the world's first sustainable antiviral scrubs, which protect against COVID-19 and SARS. Joining us this morning live from the West Coast is engineer and designer Nina. Good morning. I remember that image and I'm like, oh my gosh, who made that trench coat? You have dressed the fashion elite, socialites, Meghan Markle, royalty. How did you then pivot into what I love is this incredible need for sustainable microbial fabrics for frontline workers, scrubs?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. The pivot was quite natural for me. When COVID-19 started, the first thing I asked myself is what can we do to help fight this pandemic? And I, of course, don't have a medical degree, so I can't go out there and actually physically help doctors.
Yeah.
But the first thing we did was we started making masks. And then once that got rolling, I tried to find different ways to provide anything else the hospitals can need, like gowns or scrubs. And when I got my hands on scrub patterns, I couldn't believe how simple they were. And there was really nothing in them that was protecting these people that were putting their lives at risk to protect us and fight this pandemic. And we spend so much money on our military and our athletes, but we don't really spend much time in innovation for the people that are fighting a worldwide pandemic right now.
And that's when Folds was born. We saw it. It's actually aesthetically beautiful too, and it has to be comfortable because they're doing life-saving work for hours on end on top of all the PPE they have to wear. It truly is their life-saving gear. So what went into building that? Because I understand you're also using recyclable materials, yeah?
So the two biggest things was I wanted to understand what everyone who wears scrubs, what they go through in their day. And so one of the biggest things that I heard were doctors' concerns when they're undressing themselves, getting out of the scrubs, the pollution that comes into the air, the fiber pollution, how you can breathe in the virus at that point, or your patients can. This fabric does not do that. It's also got a special compound that kills the virus. And also, yes, it's made from post-consumer plastic. So that was a very big deal for me. I wanted to make something, especially now that we know how much pollution the textile industry actually has and how much fabric goes into landfills. I wanted to make sure that it's completely recyclable at the end of its life. So when you're done with the scrubs, you send it back and we reprocess it, make more yarn and make more fabric and make more scrubs.
You're amazing. And it's not just you, the entrepreneur female at the helm. You have many women helping to make these ethically sourced here in Canada and made here in Canada.
Yeah, we are pretty much an all-woman company. We're women-led, women-founded. My partner's a woman, my production manager is a woman, and we're also spread out over Canada. So we're all the way from BC to Toronto. The whole team is everywhere, and we're all so very excited, and it's just so fulfilling, and it's nice to really help people that, you know, they need this type of attention, especially now that we can see what can really happen in the world.
And it's a hit. The pre-orders, right, is what you're the only thing you could take right now. You can't keep up.
Exactly. Yeah, we sold out the first 2 times. The second time we sold out in 90 minutes, and that was huge for me. And then today we have the site open for 24 hours for pre-orders. We got our hands on a little bit more products.
Good for you. So it's foldswear.com, because I know a lot of frontline workers are watching right now. Foldswear.com to get your hands on it. Speaking of, in terms of the Noni Fashion line, we saw some images there too. Is that on hold for now, or are you still tackling both at the same time?
Well, I did not. After going through the pandemic, I really strongly now believe that consume less, buy less, and buy what you can afford. So I don't really feel the need to push luxury and those type of pricing right now and make people spend money that they necessarily can't afford to spend. It is there. I am working on a more affordable collection and also eco-friendly collection, which we will be revealing very soon as well.
You also have me thinking about patient garments, right? If that same fabric can be applied to, like, there's so many uses for this now.
Yes, there's so much. We are developing the technology further, coming out with more product, more colors, There's so much that I'm excited about with that one. And it's just so nice talking to nurses and doctors and pretty much anyone that wears scrubs, anyone that touches another human being, and just hearing their stories and what their day-to-day is like. So it's so fulfilling to help and work with these people. And I think we know now how important it is to be prepared and have crisis management set
Nina,
up for.
you're amazing. I love everything you're doing. We're out of time. I could talk to you all day. It's good for the planet. It's good for the people who are serving the front lines. My gosh, this is brilliant. Foldswear.com. It's the way of the future. And thank you for bringing it to everybody. One less worry. Love to you. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. We'll be back with more BT Canada right after this.